on a cloudy and cool Saturday afternoon in Northeast Ohio. The rain is coming. It's going to get cold tonight. Going to be a lousy day tomorrow and Monday, and then we got hopefully all warm weather after that. But a hot start to the NBA playoffs for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who just moments ago concluded a 126-113 dominant victory over the Toronto Raptors. The Cavs did pretty much whatever they wanted offensively. After a shaky first quarter defensively, I thought they played great from the second quarter on. I know the Raptors put up a bunch of points in garbage time, but for the most part, a great performance by the Cavs on both sides. Even the first quarter when the Raptors were shooting the shit out of the ball, the Cavs, you knew the Cavs were going to probably take care of business in the second half because the Raptors were shot as well as they ever have in the first half of this game from three, and the Cavs still had a lead, 7 points. I thought really the moment in the game where I felt like that was it was that Evan Mobley, where he went to the basket with a dominant, the left-handed dunk late in the first half, and from then on, it was pretty. I know the Raptors hit that three basically at the buzzer at the end of the first half, but from that Mobley three on, it felt like the Cavs or the Raptors had no chance in this game, and just a great job. The Raptors. It was a good first half. It was pretty much a 5-point game both ways until the last minute or so of the first half. But for the final 25 minutes or so of this game, the Cavs were by far the better team. They dominated. They got contributions from all over the place. Leading the way in this one, the two superstars, Donovan Mitchell, once again with a 30-plus point first game. I think he has the most ever. 32 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. For Donovan and James Harden, great in his first playoff game as a Cav. 22 points, 2 boards, 10 assists, 2 steals. Those guys led the way, but there were a lot of other contributors. We were debating on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show this week, Dean Wade versus Max Strus in the starting lineup. Listen, Dean Wade had a good plus-minus, as he usually does. He played decent defense, but he was mostly a non-factor in this game. But I'm not going to kill him. They won, and whatever. That first three was awful. He made his other 2 shots, including a dunk and a 3. I thought Strus was outstanding. 24 points in 24 minutes. He was 8 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 3 boards. He just played an unbelievable game. I certainly don't want to forget about Evan Mobley. The statistics won't blow you away, but as a Cavs fan, you watch this game and you know he played the type of game we want to see him play. He was 6 of 9 from the field. He even made a 3, made 4 of 6 free throws the way he's been lately. That's good. 17, 7, and 4. I like what I saw there. Only 2 turnovers. Cavs had no block shots in this game. None. There were only 3 in the game, period. Jarrett Allen, big impact early. It felt. I know he didn't score all his points in the first 5 minutes, but it felt that way. Finishes with 10. They got him the ball early and often. 10 and 7 for Jarrett Allen. So just a good performance overall. They didn't ask much outside of Strus. Nobody on the bench did much offensively. Sam Merrill had 7 and 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He contributed. Keon Ellis made some nice plays on defense. He had 1 bucket in the game. Jalen Tyson couldn't really get anything going. But they didn't need much off the bench because the big 4 of Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen took care of business. Max Strus was the 5th guy, and they scored almost all of the points in this game. The rest of the team had 21. So 105 of the 126 for the Cavs by Allen, Mobley, Harden, Mitchell, and Strus. Just a tremendous performance. I really loved the way they played defense in the second half. Scotty Barnes had a great first half, and then he got in foul trouble, or a great start to the game, was making threes, got in foul trouble, and wasn't the same. Finished 6 of 14 of the field. R.J. Barrett had a good game with 24, but, not much beyond that. And what's wild is the Raptors shot 48% from 3. Like they're a bad 3-point shooting team. 48% from 3, and they got blown out. They shot 52% from the field. Cavs shot 55%. Cavs 50% from 3 after missing some early, led by Harden and Mitchell, who were both 4 of 7, and Max Strus, who was 4 of 6. So 12 of 20 from that group of 3. There's nothing bad. What can I say? I got nothing bad to say. I can't even attack my guy Dean Wade. It was just a tremendous performance, a great way to start the playoffs. It's like whenever there was a lull at all, you had 2 stars to figure it out when other guys couldn't score. But, Allen had a big first half. Evan Mobley played well in the second half. Max Strus was solid throughout the game. Yeah, when you get to better opponents and tougher games, you're going to have a little more contribution than just 5 guys offensively. You'll need Sam Merrill or Dean Wade, even though I don't believe in him, or Schroeder or Tyson or Keon Ellis, depending on who gets the opportunity. The Cavs did play 10 guys legitimate minutes. Schroeder, Strus, Merrill, Tyson, and Keon Ellis all played legitimate minutes off the bench. So you had 10 guys with at least 13 minutes of game action in this one. The Raptors used 9 guys that had legitimate minutes of at least 13 or more in this game. But, again, a good performance. The Raptors had 4 guys score 17 or more, and they actually had 5 guys in double digits. But it wasn't enough because of the star power of the Cavaliers leading the way. And they had the Raptors just had no answers for the Cavs defensively. None whatsoever. So real impressed with the Cavs. Love what they did. Great win. Great start to the postseason. Let me tell you that speaking of playoff basketball is underway here at BetRivers, and we're helping you take your shot with a first-round bonus bet. Bettors in Ohio can get a $10 bonus bet to use on basketball when they enter the code ATB413. You see it right there on your screen. If you haven't downloaded the BetRivers app, please do so now. If you already have it but are not using it, well, start using it. Either way, if you have never downloaded it, do it now. Even if you're not using it, but you have it, even if you have it and you use it, use this code ATB413 in your BetRivers app. That code again, ATB413. Offer ends on April 26th. That's next week. Must be 21 and in Ohio. Eligible players only. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-589-9966. Let's get some comments from you folks. I know a lot of people are excited off that victory. Last call says easy game. William Taylor says that was enjoyable to watch. Certainly was. Joe Slop's good game. Guardian says go Cavs. The Pub, sad to say I missed it. Oh, no. Work called before my week at the beach. Thanks for updating us. You got it, Pub. Sorry you had to miss the game. Wesley Philpow. Hey, Bull, nice win to start the playoffs, even with the 1 p.m. tip for the Cavs. It's a good point. Cavs have been pretty shitty at day games. They were not shitty today. They just played a tremendous game. It was a lot of fun, excellent to watch. They did a great job. B. Skrills, go Cavaliers with a bunch of emojis. Daniel's Path. We look like we are playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's take it one game at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it easy. But it was a great start to the playoffs. Much more impressive than they've started in the past, outside of the Miami series. And last year's Miami series, I disregard. That was a team that did not belong in the playoffs. Now, this Toronto team's, not amazing, but they're the 5 seed. I know they were without their point guard, but, they got a lot of talent on that team. And the Cavs they just had, as I said, no answers for the Cavs offense. The Pub, Strus has been a breath of fresh air since returning. He's been amazing. I've been disappointed in Merrill's inconsistencies, though. They'll need his shot down the road. He needs to step up. Yeah. Sam Merrill's got to be better. He has struggled at times in the playoffs. Max Strus has been awesome. You could tell Max Strus is very healthy. He's fresh because he hasn't played a lot this year. He looks great. He really does. He really looks great. I've never been a huge Max Strus guy, But I'm loving Max Strus right now. I like the way he played down the stretch of the regular season, and he played with a lot of balls today. He played with a lot of confidence. I love to see that. We need to see that from a couple other guys. Dean Wade doesn't play that way. We need to see Merrill, as he said, play that way. I thought Jalen Tyson was confident. He was trying to find his way. He's in a tricky spot. He hasn't played much lately. He hasn't been – it's been hard for him to find a rhythm with the new team, and I just don't know much of a factor he's going to be. But I think it's going to be up to Sam Merrill because they're going to need somebody sometimes to just knock down some threes when other guys are struggling, and they're going to need Sam Merrill, and he had 7 points, but and that's fine. Today's game, fine, but there's going to be some games they might need him to get 12 or 15. Not a lot. Maybe only one game, but they'll need it at some point. Hopefully he'll be up to the task. Kratos Spot says Schroeder wasn't great. He wasn't. Not much of a factor, he and Ellis in this one. Papa Novak. Hey, Bull, love watching your weight loss success. I've lost 100 pounds, but plateauing in my 300s. Wondering if there's a way I can ask you some questions about your surgery. Papa Novak, send me an email. Check out my website, adamthebull.com. You can get contact with my email. Send me an email. It'll be a lot easier than like a DM. Send me an email, and I will help you in any way I can. I'm certainly no expert, but I will share whatever experiences I have. Congratulations on your weight loss, but obviously the plateaus can be tricky, so whatever I can do to help, I'm happy to do. Send me an email. And you know what? I don't even have to tell you to go to my website. My email is adamthebullfan, adamthebull, F-A-N, fan, @gmail.com. If you want to send me an email, feel free to send it that way. Benjamin says, how you feeling, Bull? Congratulations on the progress so far. I feel great. Obviously, I got a long way to go. My goal, I was 360 pounds at the end of February and then 3 weeks later, I had my bariatric surgery. I'm recovering nicely. It's been 30 days since my surgery. I had the surgery on March 19th. As of this past Monday, I had lost 49 and a half pounds. I'll weigh in again this coming Monday morning, but I'm feeling great. The recovery's going well. The wounds on my stomach are almost completely gone. And, I'm exercising a little bit. I'm moving around a little better. A lot of little things are better. I'm only a third of the way of my goal. My goal, as I said, I was at 360 pounds. My goal is to get down to 210, so I need to lose 150 pounds. My doctor is confident. If I follow her plan, we will do it. So I'm feeling good about it. So thank you for asking. Jim Leahy, or Lim Jehi. The Harden and Garland swap is looking better every day. Dude makes a real difference on this team. Congrats on the weight loss. Keep it up. Thank you, Lim Jehi. I think he was Jim Leahy. Now he's Lim Jehi. But yes, you're right about the Harden-Garland swap. I don't think the Cavs have any chance of winning a championship without James Harden. I think they have a chance with him. I think they certainly have a good chance to get to the finals. We'll see. One game at a time, one step at a time. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But exciting start. Salish says it's Sunday at 1:30 in the morning in India, but who cares? Cavs win. All I care about. Yeah, Salish. Shout out to you and everybody in India, the India Cavs fan base at 1:30 in the morning, 1:30 Sunday morning. I love it. That's dedication right there, folks. He not only stayed up to watch the game till 1:30 in the morning, but then he stuck around to jump on with us here. So shout out to you, Salish. I like it. I like the dedication. All right, let's look ahead a little bit to Game 2. Cavs get a couple of days off. Well, Cavs get a couple of days off, as if the Raptors don't. Both teams get a couple of days off. Game 2, or no, I should say 1 day off. They'll play in 2 days. On Monday, Game 2 in Cleveland. The game will be on Peacock. By the way, not a fan of the play-by-play guy for this game today. He was painful. Like, he wrote down all these cheese ball lines that he wanted to say during the game, his 10-pound onions, whatever the hell he was saying. And, like, the screaming and yelling at the baskets. I mean, there was one time he screamed when Scotty Barnes had a dunk to cut the lead to 18. I mean, take it down a notch there. I don't even know his name. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but my God, what a cheese dick. Such a corny call. Looking ahead. All right, Game 2. Be on Peacock. Game 3 will be back on Prime Thursday. Game 2 is 7 p.m. on Monday. And the line, you see the line there, 9.5. I know some people were worried about the big line. Obviously, the Cavs, well, not obviously, because it got close at the end in terms of the point spread. But the Cavs did cover in Game 1. I know everybody's going to think it's a short thing in Game 2. In a series, every game is different. Just because the Cavs dominated Game 1 doesn't mean they'll do it in Game 2. I think they'll win Game 2, but will they dominate in the same fashion? We'll see. Back to being a night game for Game 2. Game 3 is Thursday on Prime. Game 4 Sunday next week, 1 p.m. again in Toronto on ESPN. So bouncing around networks. A couple more reads before we wrap up. Joe Slops, mute the TV and listen to radio. It's a possibility. The Pub, you look great, Bull. Thank you. I lost 167 pounds, and I know how you feel good and know you'll feel great when you hit your goal. Congratulations. Thank you, and congratulations certainly to you, Pub. 167 pounds, that's my goal. I mean, 150, but you know what? If I get to 210, I might want to try to lose another 17 pounds and get under 200 for the first time in over 30 years. That would be nice. I think I'm soon going to be under 300 for the first time in about 6-7 years, so that'll be nice too. Wesley Philippou, not a big fan that all sports look like they are going streaming sites these days. You know what, folks? I get it. I get the frustration. It is what it is. You just got to deal with it. If you can't afford every streaming service, be strategic about it. I understand the frustration. But anyway, thanks for all the super chats today. Great game. Again, Cavs win Game 1 of their Eastern Conference first-round playoff game, 126-113. Donovan Mitchell with 32 to lead the way for the Cavs. James Harden, great game, 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 10 assists. And Evan Mobley had 17, 7, and 4 with some big baskets in this game. The bench player of the game is Max Strus, who had 24 points. He was tremendous. Keep an eye on all the rest of the games going on either today or tomorrow. The T-Wolves off to a good start against the Nuggets, up 23-12 in the middle of the first quarter. Hawks, Knicks at 6 o'clock. Rockets, Lakers at 8:30 today. That's it for me. Thanks to Levi and Alex for producing. I'll talk to you tomorrow. No, I won't talk to you tomorrow. We got no games tomorrow. Well, the Guardians, but I'm not coming on after the Guardians. But I got a busy week coming up. I'll have a live show Monday morning. Zach Jackson's going to join me Monday morning. And then I'll be back on again Monday night. So 2 podcasts Monday. Monday morning with Zach Jackson to preview the draft. And then on Monday night after Cavs-Raptors Game 2, I'll be back on live probably about 9:45, give or take. Until then, thanks to Levi and Alex for producing. I'll talk to you next time. Where else but right here in the bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by BetRivers. See you, everybody.